All right, and up next we got Shane Burgos versus Edson Barboza. Shane's coming in here 30 years old, 5'11 with a 75.5-inch reach, fighting out of Tiger Schulman's. The comeback on Edson, 35 years old, 5'11 with a 75-inch reach. And man, what can we say with these two gentlemen? They're definitely the cream of the crop when it comes to striking. I know we're definitely in for a treat when these two show up. So if we just take a quick look back on Burgos' record, his last fight, he lost to Josh Emmett, which was a unanimous decision loss. It was about a year ago. And so he has been pretty inactive. Before that, he was fighting Amir Kwani, and he got a third-round knockout. Before that, he fought Cub, won a split decision, so a little bit, maybe could have been some controversy there and whatnot. His only loss before that would have been a knockout to Calvin Kattar. And in all those fights, man, Shane's just shown that he's a go-getter. He's a striker. He loves to get in the firefight and make it ugly. The comeback on Edson, though, we all know this man as just a technical master, leg kick wizard, spinning back kick guru. I mean, what else can you say about the man? He's fought everybody there is to fight in the game pretty much already. And some he has wins over and some he has some losses over. So, I mean, you can't really hate on the man. You can call him inconsistent if you want, but I won't. I'm definitely leaning towards Edson on this fight. And the whole reason why, man, is just because he can attack you from anywhere. He can do it from the legs. He can tear up your body, or he can tear up the head. With Burgos is only, he doesn't really come in with a wrestle-heavy game plan, which he should if he's a former wrestler like he claims to be. But he just fell in love with his hands like a lot of wrestlers do, and he goes out there and tries to bang. Coming in and try to bang against Barboza's going to lay those traps, man. He's going to lay those traps like he did against Benny, who we'll talk about later, and find those sweet knockouts and highlights like he did. So Burgos' only shot here, man, in my opinion, is an early knockout. The longer the fight goes, the uglier it's going to be, and the more beat up he's going to get, which will in turn just set up a more uglier knockout. So pretty much I don't really have too much to say on this one, other than I'm going Barboza, and I don't like him enough to put him in my parlay, but I might just like a straight shot or maybe a knockout prop. What about you?
All right. So for me, with Shane Hurricane Burgos 13-2, Edson Barboza 21-9. For the man out of Bronx, New York, Shane Burgos, he has good volume. He's a good boxer. I think he will he may try to get this one to the floor and switch up the game plan as he normally does. I'm just not sure if he's going to be able to get it done in here. But this fight to me has fight of the night written all over it. I think we're going to need to see the best Shane Burgos that we've ever seen if he wants to come out with the win. Coming off a banger against Emmett, where I was seeing a stat where it's like 89% on his takedown defense. That is at 89%. So he does He does like to keep this on the floor, but in this fight, I think it's going to be quite opposite. And I think he's going to try to get this one to the floor. And he was able to keep Josh on the feet, and keep it striking. But like I said, in this fight, he's going to need his offensive wrestling to be on point. And for Barboza, who's just like I said, like you mentioned earlier, just a nasty striker, coming off a win against Americani. We all know about Edson's stand-up resume, and that he has fought in everybody. He also has a very good takedown defense. Edson's fought the who's who in the lightweight division. Now that he's at 145, I worry a bit about his gas tank. But other than that, I see Barboza just outstriking Burgos and getting the victory here. The only thing that stains me about Barboza is, I had lost a lot of money back in 2012 when he lost to Jamie Varner. That one just scars me whenever I put money on Barboza. But it's just hard, man. This guy's fought everybody there is to fight, and he's always in it. So this is a good one here. It's a big test for Burgos. They have Barboza at plus 110, Burgos minus 140. So Whatever way you're going on this, there is some money to be made here. But I'm definitely leaning heavily towards Barboza.
Yeah, me is like I said, I'm on him too. And the only thing that's throwing a little red flag out on Shane Burgos' end is all of his media that he's done for the last couple days. All he can talk about is how he's watched Barboza coming up through his whole high school, or in high school, watching out all of Barboza's knockouts and whatnot. And it's not one interview that he said it like in 5 of them. So it's the truth. So that's definitely the truth. So this man's going to be coming in here fighting someone that he's looked up to. Sometimes that shit will fuck with you. It'll definitely throw your head off. Once they're in Texas and everybody's screaming because we got the crowd back, it's going to be in a bigger cage. So if he does try to implement a wrestle-heavy game plan, Barboza's going to have a lot more room to work. So, yeah, the more points that I lay out, the more I just lean towards Barboza. So, if Burgos can come in here and, I feel like his only path, man, is a quick knockout. And I hate to put those limitations on some people, but I don't see him coming out here and wrestling Edson down the whole time. I mean, Benny couldn't even do it, and Benny, outpowered, Carlos Diego Ferreira, who's, a monster too. So, if he couldn't do it, I don't got confidence Shane's going to do it, especially at 45 where Edson's dropping down. He's going to be the bigger man here. So yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm just I'm sold on Edson. Like I said, I wouldn't put it in a parlay, but I'll definitely put him in something.
All right, so we're both on Barboza in this fight. This is a big fight for both guys. To get in the top, to the top of that 145 division.